It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Down.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Flush to his right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, McDonald. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On second down, Mayfield again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. James with a pick, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
9-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
desiring.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun, it's McDonald. And it'll be intercepted. It's Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Sanders. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. On a man down, and it's Sanders. More from L.A. in a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll run out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage. Hard
to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This one brought in by Jefferson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will make it into the end zone. Deep in his own territory, he calls out the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. the gun. McDonald will find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald can't get away, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone.
They have enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Will they make up for it? And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, McDonald will find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards.
At the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, McDonald, left side complete to Lockett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
For the extra point.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. McDonald sets to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McDonald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. to throw again. McDonald, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for number 13.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw on third down. McDonald. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught by Parker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On first down, McDonald. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.